Please subscribe.
Since Subaru took the legacy wagon, lifted it, and slapped an Australian name on its butt for the 1996 model year, the entire legacy line, which discarded the wagon in 2008, has been dominated by its off-roady partner, the Outback, and the present regularly developing crowd of hybrids and SUVs has done nothing to support the vehicle's perceivability. All things considered, Subaru stays focused on its moderate-size four-entryway, considering it a significant piece of the brand's lineup. With the overhauled 2020 model, the legacy joins the positions of the 10 best honor-winning Honda Accord, the strikingly styled Hyundai Sonata, and the at last not exhausting Toyota Camry, and further outlining that vehicles aren't dead, they're improving. The most recent legacy is still plainly unmistakable as a Subaru, yet it shows a more slender, increasingly athletic build with flared bumpers over every one of the four wheels. The new legacy's well-cut lodge keeps the old vehicle's clear structure, however, with prospers and delicate touch plastics that cause it to show up unquestionably increasingly premium. Travelers will discover a lot of room in both front and back. We tested mid-range limited and sport models, just as the highest point of the line Touring XT, which was furnished with rich darker shaded Napa calfskin upholstery. The lodge is imparted to the Outback, and everything except the base legacy accompanies Subaru's most recent infotainment framework and a huge 11.6-inch vertically arranged showcase. The section-level vehicle gets a double-screen arrangement with two 7.0-inch shows. Yet Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard over the lineup. Subaru is additionally making its EyeSight suite of driver help highlights standard. The bundle incorporates versatile voyage control with path focusing, mechanized crisis braking, and path takeoff cautioning. Purchasers can choose one of two Level 4 motors, a 182 horsepower 2.5-liter or a 260 horsepower turbocharged 2.4-liter, in spite of the fact that the last just is accessible in the top limited XT and Touring XT trims. All-wheel drive stays standard, obviously, and the legacy just accompanies a persistently factor-programmed transmission. The base motor moves the legacy enough, best-case scenario, and it sounds toiled when pushed hard. In our 2.5-liter sport test vehicle, the dash to 60 miles per hour occurs in a languid 8.0 seconds and the quarter-mile goes in 16.2 seconds with a humble snare speed of 88 miles per hour, well behind its key rivals from Honda, Hyundai, Nissan, and Toyota. The turbo motor is calmer and quickens the Subi all the more certainly, especially in passing moves where the turbo's additional push is primed and ready. The 4.5 seconds that it takes for our Touring XT guide to go from 50 to 70 miles per hour is over a second snappier than what the trudging 2.5-liter model requires. From a standing beginning, the turbo legacy squirts to 60 miles per hour in a good 6.1 seconds and covers the quarter mile in 14.7 at 97 miles per hour. The turbo model additionally wins a 27 mile per gallon consolidated gauge from the EPA, a 4 mile per gallon improvement over a year ago's 3.6-liter Level 6. The 2.5-liter legacy scores a 30 mile per gallon joint rating. Strikingly, the two models rest toward the equivalent 34 miles per gallon on our 75 mile per hour roadway mileage test, which is 1 mile per gallon, not exactly the standard vehicle's authentic rating, yet 2 miles per gallon superior to the turbo's figure. Lightweight suspension segments, including empty against move bars and aluminum control arms, cut an asserted 38 pounds from the legacy's check weight. Subaru's global platform utilizes auxiliary cements and high-quality steel, yielding a unibody that is 70% stiffer torsionally and 100% stiffer horizontally. This new development, combined with updated brake-based torque vectoring and all-wheel drive frameworks, improves the legacy's driving experience. Subaru says the 2020 model is the best taking care of legacy ever, and it most likely is. However, despite everything, it does not have the fresh controlling and by and large readiness of the Honda Accord. While its suspension tuning makes for a somewhat rich ride quality, body movements are ineffectively overseen and practically floppy over harsher streets. Both of our test autos wore comparative 18-inch wheels shod with 225/50R18 Yokohama Avid GT all-season tires. Around the skid pad, the Sport stuck the landing area with a humble 0.84 grams of horizontal hold, yet the Touring XT just could oversee 0.80 grams of stick. That didn't prevent us from having a few fun during a drive in Southern California's Los Padres National Forest on State Route 33, a breathtaking, undulating lace of landing area that is an authentic trial of a vehicle's suspension and powertrain. On this 50-mile stretch from Ojai to Ventucupa, sports vehicles rule the day as the street bends its way through the uneven scene. We dismembered the street with a nearby and a first-gen Mazda Miata and kept pace for 20 miles before the driver pulled off, offering us a go-ahead as we passed. In any case, unmistakably the Legacy is out of its component at uplifted speeds on testing streets. Subaru has made a fine showing refreshing its average-size car. It is immeasurably improved, both in driving fulfillment and lodge comfort. The turbocharged motor is the one to get, be that as it may, as much for its increasingly refined nature as its additional oomph and comparative parkway mileage versus the standard motor. Indeed, even with it, the Legacy is no games vehicle, yet it shouldn't be. Subaru has done everything else directly by making it an agreeable, proficient, and certain cruiser with an open lodge, improved eco-friendliness, and attractive styling.